Space Race 2.0, this time is between China and the US. China set to beat NASA to Mars by 20 years. US mission infeasible. Now, in a couple of videos back, you'll notice that they're sending another new rover on the far side of the moon to explore what they found last time, a black box, a black rectangular, mysterious artifact on the far side of the moon, which is not supposed to be there. But, so you'll see that video. It's tremendously beautiful, and I have pictures of it here again, so you can see it. Now, the space race to Mars is on, and China may be poised to reach the red planet nearly 20 years ahead of NASA. Experts warn the U.S. space agency NASA's targets are looking incredibly unlikely. There's all these delays are coming up with. Since the dawn of the space age, more than 60 years ago, scientists have been brewing up plans to send crewed missions to Earth's second closest neighbor. Werner von Braun, the German rocket scientist who played a pivotal role in the success of the Apollo program, famously envisioned in 1948 that such a mission could be possible by 1965. His vision, of course, never materialized, and it was not until 1969 that humans landed on the moon. But plans are in motion to get to the red planet within the next 20 years. But you have to notice there's a very big difference, which I am totally against. I don't know why they did that. The thing is that these countries, China, Russia, India, Israel, various other countries, England, have national budgets supporting their space programs. And now, unfortunately, the U.S. has turned to private enterprises and private companies to put up the funds to go out into space. And NASA just funds a few of the programs. It's not fully NASA, national program, and which means that when there's not enough funding, the programs are not going to be there. Now, the Artemis mission to the moon has been delayed because of a squabble between Bezos and Elon Musk. Now, anyway, that's unfortunate. Now, kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Now, at the same time, many experts fear the poor management, inadequate budgets, and unrealistic expectations will prevent NASA from reaching Mars anytime soon. At the same time, the NASA Space Agency has to compete with the ambitions of China's space program, which has made considerable advances in recent years. And of course, the video before this one, having to do with sending space missions to the far side of the moon. Most recently, NASA has been instructed by former President Trump to land humans on Mars by the year 2033. The date was enshrined in a law in 2017 with the passing of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration Transition Authorization Act of 2017. But in his book, Mission to Mars, A New Era of Rover and Spacecraft Discovery on the Red Planet, geologist Larry Crumpler argued that this target is unlikely to ever materialize. This is based on a 2019 report by the Institute of Defense Analysis, which stated that a 2033 departure date for a Mars orbit mission is infeasible under all budget scenarios and technology development and testing schedules. So that's not going to be coming to fruition anytime soon. The same report noted in 2035 date might be possible if NASA's annual budget is hiked, but even then complications and delays were likely. Dr. Crumpler, who has worked with NASA on the agency's planetary exploration mission, says, moreover, the development would likely impact planned lunar missions and would require less stringent human health considerations. In other words, would be more dangerous for astronauts. And by the reckoning of the Institute for Defense Analysis document, it was more likely to be 2037 before such a mission could take place, and that in 2033 was more realistic due to the likely budget issues over the course of development. NASA's plans are more complicated by the pandemic, of course, and lack of political and financial commitment to the mission. So how is this mission going to be successful without even the proper budgeting? The space agency already forced to push back its return to the moon under the Artemis lunar program, citing delays caused by litigation between Bezos and Musk, as we said. Crumpler said, with every year that clicks past, that date is advanced another year. And as the world recovers from economic global disaster and pandemic, one can easily envision another decade passing before the starting gun fired for the space race for the Mars missions. So 2050 or beyond is sounding more possible, if not probable. China, meanwhile, has set its sights on sending humans to Mars by 2033, and if recent accomplishments are anything to go by, the nation is in a strong position to do so. Earlier this summer, Wang Youjun, head of state-owned China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, outlines the country's ambitious plans. It came weeks after China joined a very prestigious club of countries that have landed rovers on the moon. The Zhurong rover has been exploring the Red Planet since landing in May 2021. President Xi Jinping hailed the mission success and said it makes another great accomplishment for China's rapidly expanding space programs. And he said, thanks to your courage in face of challenges and pursuits of excellence, China is now among the leading countries in planetary exploration. In 2033, only marks the beginning for China. The country has earmarks 2035, 2037, 2041, 2043 for additional missions. China is now in the process of building its very own space station, Tiangong, as part of the third step in the China manned space program. Okay, so this is what can you say? It's erased, yes. This is on Express UK by Sebastian Ketley. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Now, one of the two moons of Mars, the moon Phobos, has a huge pillar on it, and hopefully they'll go and examine what that is, who put that up there and why and when. Obviously, it's not a natural formation. It's a constructed artifact. And then you have these things here on Mars. You'll see that there are every few meters or miles, you've got these openings. So there's very strange things on Mars, besides the face on Mars and in Cydonia, and also the pyramids next to the face on Mars. Mars is very mystical because it's very often referred to by Thoth the Atlantean, who wrote the Emerald Tablets, that a general and his entourage were exiled there. And the general was buried under the face, and his entourage under the pyramids next to the face. So that's written in the Emerald Tablets thousands of years before we ever had those images of Mars with the face and the pyramids on Cydonia. So a lot of mysteries to be solved concerning Mars. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.